Today, ladies and gentlemen, we will be discussing how Hitler and his aggression on the continent of Europe pushed and plunged Europe into war. Let's begin. So, Hitler clearly understood that he did not want to have to fight a two front war. So, what Hitler did was he looked to the east of Germany, to the major power of the Soviet Union, and he decided that he would basically make a deal with Joseph Stalin, who was the leader of the Soviet Union. The communists and Nazis absolutely despised each other, but Hitler knew that in order for him to create the Lebensraum or living room for the German Empire that he desired, he would need to make sure that the Soviets stayed neutral. So Hitler and Stalin signed a non-aggression pact in 1939. Now, one would think that this was rather peculiar for Joseph Stalin. However, it actually served the interest of both leaders. Hitler did not want to fight a war on both the eastern and western front of Germany, and Stalin, as a result, was promised a part of Poland when Hitler and the German Empire would take it over. Hitler had plans to attack the Soviet Union. However, this non-aggression pact assured him that at least for the moment, the Soviet Union would not be a concern. On September 1st, 1939, Germany invaded Poland. 2 days later, France and Great Britain declared war on Germany. As a result, this is what began World War II. Hitler and the German Empire used a tactic known as Blitzkrieg or lightning war. This tactic was a quick, strategic, and decisive maneuvers maintained and utilized by the German army. German bombers would first attack strategic sites, and then the German infantry would then push into key cities. They would outflank, surround, and then destroy their enemies. As a result of this Blitzkrieg tactic that was utilized by Hitler, the Polish forces fell quickly. The Soviets pushed in from the east, and by October 1st, both Germany and the Soviet Union had complete control of Poland, essentially splitting it in half. Hitler would then switch his focus to the Western Front. While the French did attempt to build up their troops at the border, and the British came to support them, this was not enough as the Germans continued to roll through the western central portion of Europe. Germany first attacked Denmark and Norway, and then the Low Countries, which include Belgium and Luxembourg. French and British troops became trapped. As a result of them being trapped, they retreated to the port of Dunkirk. There was recently a movie released called Dunkirk that displays how the British and French troops were stuck at the port of Dunkirk. British sent all available boats to save as many troops as possible. This included tugboats, cargo ships, fleet liners, and even cruise ships were sent to the port of Dunkirk to try and rescue as many British and French troops as possible and get them to the Great Britain. In the southern portion, Benito Mussolini, leader of Italy, declared war on Britain and France. Italy and Germany then formed an alliance called the Axis powers. France would go on to surrender to Germany, and Germany would end up occupying 3/5 of the country of France as a result of the surrender. Britain now stood alone after France surrendered. Hitler wanted Great Britain, but because Britain had a strong navy, Hitler knew that he would have to counter by using his air force. The Royal Air Force was able to hold its own against German fighter pilots and planes. Britain would then launch their own bombing raid on the city of Berlin, the capital city of the German Empire. Germany then began to shift its focus to the British cities. This included the capital city of London, which was heavily bombed as a result of German bomb raids. The British were able to withstand air raids by Germans, and they were able to successfully defend its homeland. This victory gave them hope that they may be able to successfully wait out the Germans and declare victory in World War II.